All right, yo, we got the sun in Libra and we got the moon in Leo. So, being that the sun is in Libra, this is basically a trine right here. It's a gift right here to basically express yourself. So, of course, when the sun is in Libra, these are your actions. The sun is your actions. Libra is basically dealing with balance, dealing with justice, dealing with relating to people, places, and things, but most importantly with a person that they can basically relate this with. So of course that's basically dealing with balance. And when you got the moon in Leo, Leo is basically, of course, these are your reactions. So you're gonna be feeling the need to basically self-express yourself in ways of action, utilizing your actions, whether it's with a person, place, or thing. So of course this may be hard for like people like, well, for instance, Aquarius, because Aquarius is basically detached. Of course, it may be hard for Tauruses, because Taurus is basically stable and fixated in their own ways. They don't want to basically, a little narrow and shit. This may be difficult for also certain people, places, and things. As far as like this is a challenge, but of course, it takes dedication, it takes motivation for you to basically act out in these natures, to basically put yourself into this center stage. A lot of people don't like being in center stage. For me, a lot of people, they still under their shell. They don't want to come out. For me, that's also dealing with people that want to basically fight for their freedom. For me, they just want to basically be governed for the rest of their life because they weak, they soft. They're not about their life. For me, they ain't fully developed the sense of awareness. They ain't fully developed their craft. So it's gonna take time. Everybody on their path, but you got to get up off your ass and basically put yourself in that circumstance situation, for me, because it ain't going to come to you. It's going to come to you in ways of other people displaying it, but you got to display in your own way. So, of course, with that being said, whatever you want to manifest, act out in the Leo natures. Basically be in such a stage, express yourself in a dramatic way, for me, or a romantic way, or basically if you don't want to be setting the stage, just basically doing it and basically being dramatic about things. Feel me? Going hard with things. Of course, what is basically Leo? Leo is basically fixed fire. So it's fixated in its own way of being passionate and very stubborn too. So of course you got to act out on these natures. So being that the moon is in that space and location of Leo, the spirits, the vessels of those beings gonna gravitate you because you're the light. So, of course, they're going to gravitate towards you and you're acting on these natures and you're basically being very childish. And, of course, you got the childlike natures when we're talking about Leo. So, of course, you got to be a child. Act out in child natures and basically things to play out to your favor. We all got that childlike mentality, so I don't want to hear what the fuck you're saying. But this might be hard for people like Capricorns, too, because they too serious and shit. Feel me? You got to find that little spontaneous side about yourself, too. Can't be too fucking, just stiff. Feel me? You got to be open, feel me? You gotta be serious about shit. But let's get into these motherfucking energies. You already know I'm basically gonna break down the signs and the moons. So we got the sun opposing Mars. So it's basically, this is combat between your actions, and basically you're gonna be feeling the need to basically self-express yourself in ways of basically going for it, grabbing the motherfucking stage and taking center stage. For me, Mars is in retrograde, so it may be a little difficult because this is an exaltation on the general, but it may be very difficult depending on what times we're in. Sun square Jupiter is learning how to express and basically withdraw yourself in ways of dealing with money or dealing with expression with people, places, and things. Also, that's expansion and growth. So you'll find ways to basically learn how to do things in these ways or basically learn how to retract. Also, you got Moon square Mercury. So this basically learning emotional and rationality ways of feelings and thinking. So we may feel the need to basically want to do something or act out in ways of basically think this way and feel this way, but things may be haywire. So you got to find your way of expressing yourself, of basically learning through these natures and basically knowing that your thoughts and feelings and emotions ain't yours. So whatever's blocking you or basically having blockage, you will feel the need to basically find out about these things and dive deep. Also, we got Mercury sextile motherfucking Venus. So love nature is in the air during this time with romantic natures, and basically you may feel the need to flirt or basically interact with people, places, and things. So do that and act out on these natures too. Also, because this is a general aspect. Also, you got motherfucking Mercury opposing Uranus. So it's basically you may feel the need to go on a trip, but you may have restrictions telling you, oh, you can't go here, you can't do this, you got to stay here for 14 days. It may be fucking with you. Your freedom may be fucked with during this time. Your adventure may be fucked with during this time. Or you may lose money, or you may spend money, you may get into debt, or a circumstance situation may stop you from basically doing what you want to do. Also, you got motherfucking Mars square Pluto. So it's basically learn how to put transformation into your actions. So you may feel the need to have fears as far as basically self-expressing yourself, but this is the time to basically come out your comfort zone, utilize your actions, or Pluto gonna do it for you, and Pluto gonna basically transform your power and give it to somebody else, to the point you're gonna be helpless. You don't want that shit. You want to basically get up off your ass and get serious. Jupiter sextile Neptune, so this is basically how morals and spiritual passion during this time. So this is a sextile, so this is an opportunity to basically utilize enhanced imagination and basically utilize this and basically be more adaptable to changes of basically experiencing this in your way of doing it. It's one way to see it, and it's one way to do it in your way. Also, we got Moon Trine Chiron, so there's opportunities to basically heal others in your home life, especially family members, or take care of them during this time. Feel me? Or grandmother, grandfather may try to take care of the kids because the kids can't go to school with this fake ass corona. So it's an opportunity to basically try that method too. Also, we got Mars square Jupiter. So this basically learn how to utilize your power towards putting it in ways and categories of being more assertive and not utilizing it in ways of basically aggression or basically doing things without thinking during this time. So you want to make sure you put yourself in a circumstance situation of not being too out there. You want to learn how to utilize and put barriers during this time. You don't want to basically put your power towards things and fucking create haywires and shit. You might fuck around, be too aggressive. You might fuck around, break something. You don't want to do that. Feel me? Also, we got another thing with Leo too. When it's Moon in Leo, you want to make sure you expressing that governs the heart. So you might have heart problems this time. You might have a health issue, and it ain't got nothing to do with no corona or no issues and circumstance situation with your heart. You may just need to feel the need to basically utilize your heart and talk with your heart and act out with your heart, or your heart can fail. Feel me? Because this is basically, you gotta find out where your heart at in these charts. It's very important. Feel me? Everything about health. Everything is basically, you got many ways of looking at things, and everything ain't about health too. Also, we got Mars square Saturn. So this basically learn how to basically find ways to express and overcome obstacles during this time. Also, we got Neptune sextile Pluto. So this is basically taking power and control over your imagination and stop putting your imagination towards this fake ass shit that's in front of you, because you're going to be falling into other people's illusions and you're going to get lost and you're going to lose your power. We're not in the age of motherfucking Pisces no more. We're in the age of Centaurs, aka Aquarius. So you want to basically self-govern your own self and basically take power and control of you, but you want to bring it to existence, because when that motherfucking time hit, it's going to hit hard. It's going to hit heavy. Feel me? They taking their shit, and you need to find out to basically initiate and create your own shit. The great deception, this motherfucker. Also, we got Sun square Moon Trine Mars. So this cooperation with our actions and our emotions. So we're gonna feel the need to basically get up and jump into get into what we want to derive and basically bring into existence. We also got Mercury trine Neptune. So this basically balance our emotional natures, the way we think and communicate, and basically this intuition. So whatever we put into our mind, whatever we think about, it can come into manifestation mode, especially when you got Mercury trine Neptune. So whatever you basically visualizing or daydreaming, this will come into existence. So you want to make sure you having balance and cooperation with that. Also, we got Venus trine Jupiter. So this is basically luck with love and romance and money during this time. But you don't want to go to the limits, because Venus is in Virgo. So you may have issues and shit. You may go transformational purposes during this time. You may get into deceit. You may basically be used as a crutch during this time. So don't be doing nothing stupid either. We also got Venus opposing Neptune. So this basically dealing with laziness and lack of goals. And also, you can also be used again during this time too. So people may be in a crutch to use you or need you during this time. So you don't want to basically be too helping and shit. You may feel the need to be like, oh, nah, I can't say no. I need to help this person. You may be used as a vessel. They may have money sitting down. They just be like, oh, watch me use this person real fast. Don't be a fool. Look into shit. And last but not least, Jupiter conjunct Saturn. So it's basically opportunities and expansions to basically put into like solid frames of whatever we want to build in our life, because Jupiter is expansion and growth, and you basically need to expand and go through experiences in your life to basically have more structure. Feel me? That's to expand, and compassion. So you need that in your life. And of course, we're about to get to Leo and the signs of the moon. So of course, Leo in the Aries is opposition during this time due to the retrograde. So this is basically self-outwardness and expression. Fuck what other people think. Feel me? You need to take center stage. Feel me? You're the first to fly, right? So you need to basically utilize that example and fuck what other people think about this too. If you got a moon in Aries, other people gonna basically be coming at you in ways of self-expression and childishness. So maybe confrontations, issues, or arguments. Second house. Motherfucking Taurus. This is an opposition too, because Leo likes to move around and basically be out there, feel me? But Taurus may just basically do things in their own way, so you gotta basically act out in nature. So it's opposition. Finding joy and expression, and try not to be too restlessness and basically too laid back, feel me? You wanna be a little creative and shit, feel me? Get an instrument or some shit. You're into a music profession, feel me? Just go live, go sing, go do something very productive and creative. And if you got a moon in Taurus, other people, places, and things gonna basically be showing this side of themselves in order for you to act out in that nature. Also, Gemini, this is a trine too. So conversations and thoughts, you need a little bit more self-expression. So find whatever you want to do as far as communication. For me, you may feel the need to basically get everybody's attention and shit, dealing with siblings or friends or whoever you communicate with. You may feel the need to basically get out there and express yourself or be center stage and your attention on basically conversation. Put this into creative endeavors. This way you won't be center stage as far as a person that's just too ruthless and too dramatic during this time. You may get into a lot of arguments and disputes too, depending on what kind of state of being you in. And of course, Moon and Gemini, you're going to be receiving this. Motherfucking Leo and Cancer, love and creation and expressions during this time. Basically, dealing with family members or people you trust. For me, try to act out in this nature. For me, be a little center stage. Don't be too, closed in. For me, express yourself a little bit more. For me, ain't nothing wrong with expressing yourself. But basically, do this in a harmonious way. Fruits and labors can come into your favor. And if you got a moon in Cancer, you're gonna be receiving this. Leo, take self-expression to your own unique way. Fuck what other people think. For me, don't take others' advice, because this is basically a double trine right here. For me, this energy is double, so you need to be expressing yourself in ways where you need to be center stage. Moon and Leo, you're gonna be receiving this energy. Virgo, personal satisfaction. Be happy, extensive. For me, be more courage during this time. For me, everything don't need fixing. For me, you need to be trying to find some kind of excitement in your life, or it's gonna backfire. Moon and Virgo, you're gonna be receiving this. Libra, inner relationships and balance. For me, try to have joyfulness within yourself. For me, everything don't need to basically have balance and shit. Fuck, if they not on your path, fuck them. Get rid of them. Cut them out your motherfucking life. Self-express yourself. For me, be more open, be more creative and passionate during this time. If you got a moon in Libra, you're gonna be receiving this. Scorpio, this is a learning process. Learning to utilize self-transformational, deep hidden emotions and desires and challenges. You might be the black sheep, but try to get out of that energy. For me, express yourself in a dramatic, harmonious way, in a good way. Moon in Scorpio, you're going to be receiving this. This is also another learning process. Sagittarius, self-expression, no philosophical point of view. Practicalize this and put this in ground and work. For me, don't be too logical, too left brain. Try to utilize your right brain. Bring this into existence so we can see the way you express yourself and the way you basically have your own beliefs towards other people, places, and things. Take center stage, basically be out there. For me, express yourself. Go to a restaurant, yell, do something. Moon and Sagittarius, you're going to be receiving this. Capricorn, this is a learning process too. Fears of being too strict and not being open. For me, you may be too strict, you may not have no childlike abilities. Utilize that to the best of your abilities. Don't be too fucking serious. Moon and Capricorn, you're going to be receiving this energy to do this also. Aquarius, luck and bravery. For me, people, places, and things in your groups maybe basically encourage you, but basically you need to show yourself and encourage them and basically be more open and more optimistic in your own uniqueness. Motherfucking Leo falls here is Aquarius. For me, Leo is the sun, selfishness. Aquarius is basically humanitarian for the whole world. So we need to be seeing this in self ways of yourself. So Moon and Aquarius, you're going to be receiving this. Pisces, talents. This is talents to be discovered. So basically have self-confidence during this time, and basically express this in a harmonious and spiritual way. Go in. Moon and Pisces, you're going to be receiving this.